We can buy a good Ferrari, but if we don't have the right driver, it's also not going to optimize the Ferrari. Same goes in the context of data, insight, intelligence. You can have the best platform and also the clean data, but not having the right user behavior of using the data is also going to defeat the purpose. Hello everyone, I'm Lim Chee Gay, a Group Chief Human Resource Officer from TDCX. Good question. There are two keywords. One is leveraging and the other one is improving. Definitely we can leveraging all the data as long as we're able to capture all the employee life cycle data into our platform. That's going to be key by leveraging every single data that we capture. Number two, we are able to use the data insights of the data, and the data insight will be able to improve any potential gaps on the talent acquisition or even talent retention. For example, we are able to use the data to hire the right people, to be able to hire faster and more accurately, and also for the talent retention and engagement, we are able to use the data through the attrition and also engagement data to be able to retain and also engage our employee by the feedback that given by employee and by proactively developing the action plan to address the gaps. So there are many key performance metrics of HR and employees. The one that is driving the performance and engagement metrics are pretty much productivity. So it's very, very important for us to be able to track the productivity of our employee, whether is it the revenue, whether is it the ratio, whether is it the output of the measurement of our employee contribution. The other one in terms of performance, of course, is also absenteeism. We should be able to know the absenteeism and also the lost day of the employee. Internal engagement, I think the most important thing is about getting feedback from our employee in an engagement or what we call pulse survey. By doing a frequent engagement survey, gone with the days that we have used to do it once a year or twice a year. Now we always drive a continuous feedback process with employee, and from there you should be able to gauge our employee engagement, their happiness, their motivation, their pride, and also their challenges in the area of whether they know what's expected from them, their relationship with their managers and their peers, whether they do really receive recognition, do they really know the alignment of the company, how their job is important to the company. And then lastly is all about career growth. Do they have experience in open communication, receiving and able to contribute to the suggestion? At the same time, do they find that they are able to achieve their career dream of aspiration, and how their managers and organization are helping them? One of the data insight, data driven, is always from the engagement feedback process, and I always encourage us to be able to have a constant feedback process with the employee on their diversity and inclusivity. For example, how do they find their experience in open opportunity, equal opportunity for them? So that is very key. Do they get respect from their peers and also their managers? How safe are they in the organization? Psychology, safety in the workplace has become very, very important, and we can actually be able to understand and know the gaps from the feedback of our employee, as long as we allow a platform for honesty and anonymous feedback. And in the area of diversity, it's also important for us to continue ensuring that there's a fairness and inclusivity in practices, whether it's the HR practices, whether the relationship and the decision making that organization make, whether they align to the diversity and inclusivity of the organization. good question. It's not an easy process, especially in the area of ethical and data privacy. But it has been always important for HR to protect employee data. And from a data perspective, we definitely want to make sure that all the data in the system and also the dashboard are in the system, and every single one will have the permission to access certain level of data. And as long as we have the SOP and policy on the RACI in terms of who responsible, accountable, who need to be consigned, you need to be informed, we should be able to ensure that who need the data. And today we have many systems that enable all this permission and access. So it's very, very important for us to make sure that access and permission be managed comprehensively and also structurally. And at the same time, the behavior of our employee to be able to escalate any abnormality in the leakage of the data, especially employee data in the organization. So going back to having the good system, having the good policy, and of course having the right behavior in each and every one of our employees to protect our employee data. And I always say that we can buy a good Ferrari, but if we don't have the right driver, it's also not going to optimize the Ferrari or the car that we have purchased. So same goes in the context of data insight intelligence. You can have the best platform and also the clean data, but not having the right user behavior of using the data is also going to defeat the purpose. And that has been also a challenge for us during the transformation of digital and data. And one of the things that we drive in the organization is about change management and change mindset. So it's very important to have a very structured change management in terms of how we are able to integrate our user with the changes and the mindset of using the data. And that comes with awareness, that comes with getting them to understand what is it in for them and how the data able to help them in the decision making and to be successful, and with the right tool and the way and approach of using the data and the decision making that they're going to make and constantly reviewing the decision that they make against the result will be very, very important as the post decision. So that is what usually we will do in ensuring that our employees are integrated, and lastly that we would achieve if they become our change agent or ambassador of data-driven approach of data-driven organization or even data-driven HR. So I would say that there are three key areas or pillars that we definitely need to match out in ensuring this good transition. One is awareness, why we are doing it. The second one, what is it in for them and how it's going to help them to be more productive and able to be making the better decision. And the last one is ensuring that they become the champion and the change agent of data insight and data driven.